All right. Connecting, streaming, activating media player. I'm looking for experts to come into my neighborhood and help me answer listener questions. Do I have the experts online?
I think so.
I found a laptop in the shed that I'm getting shelter from. So, yeah.
All right, it sounds like I've got two experts. Hey, it sounds a little bit like my old friends, Derek and James.
That's right. Coming in from walkie-talkie.
No James here. Only Zool.
Well, you got to hand it to technology, folks. It lets us keep doing this show, and we'll keep you in podcasts even if you're out of the job and out of money and food and all that stuff.
Basically dying on the road.
Yup. Have no money, have no electricity. You'll still have the podcast. Only on Spotify. That's not true.
We're on other things, but Spotify's the most important one right now.
I got listener questions, of course. Before we get to the topic of the week, let me use the power of my Apple II to start to load questions from the server.
Begin download listener questions.
All right, you should have visual on our first question, our icebreaker question of the week. Of course, a new icebreaker question every week. This one's from @MissionConsensual. Did you see any good or bad movies this week?
Oh yeah, I saw one. It's called Fury. Came out in 2014, I believe. It was about tanks and American soldier.
Oh, Brad Pitt.
Germany. Yeah. Brad Pitt's in it.
Dude,
Shia
if
LaBeouf.
I don't know how many other World War II movies America's come out.
Yeah.
America needs to invade a new country. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we need a new story. I'm sick of Iraq and Germany.
And Vietnam.
And Vietnam, yeah.
Like, we get it.
Vietnam's got more music than it has movies, I feel like. But
yeah. Oh, the city. It's just a shot away.
Great.
Not a
song.
lot of Gulf War movies.
No, not a lot. Not enough Barbary Coast movies either.
I know somebody who was in the Gulf War.
Really?
Well, tell him to make a movie.
I went to middle school with his son, and I remember his son would tell me just like all these crazy ass war stories, and he'd go, "Hey, my dad got stabbed in the war." He's like, "You want to see scars?" And like 12-year-old James was just like, "Okay." And, he was crazy. I mean, but he was a nice guy, but you could for sure tell that there was shit that he was blocking up. I remember he used to be a chaperone, but then he like took off on a guy once. We would left the school and we're crossing the street. It was like somewhere downtown, and some guy got all uppity about a bunch of kids crossing the street, and then he just fucking started tearing this part of guy verbally.
He started doing what to him?
Just tearing him apart verbally. I think we lost him.
I think we might have lost James, yeah. It's okay, the show must go on.
We're giving the viewers at home the real apocalyptic feel.
Yeah.
We're tuning our radios in an abandoned building. Trying to see.
We're on our Boost mobile phones.
All right. Well, I posted a GIF, so why don't you guys take a look at that and tell me what you think the topic of the week is?
Ooh, yeah.
James, I think you know. I think you know, buddy.
Is it wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man?
That's what I said.
Oh.
Think of the things that are beating down the wacky inflatable arm flailing man.
Okay.
That's right, it's
I
cops.
just wanted to do the bad boys.
Very Bad boys, the topic of this week's episode. So we've got our listener questions all about cops, everyone's favorite bad boys, and me and my experts are going to do our best to answer them for you. We're going to start
Me
now.
and my experts, two other sheltered white dudes.
Exactly.
We'd make great cops.
Unzipping new question.
All right, we're unzipping a new question. We've got at style influencer /pig. When was the last time you called the cops on your neighbor?
Never.
Really? Come
ain't no
on.
snitch.
Not my neighbor, but my sister's neighbors. Yeah, it was domestic abuse right below. Creepy. The funny thing,
Like
though,
I said,
is...
I ain't no snitch.
God damn. Asshole.
But did I ever call the cops on my neighbors? No, not when I was living here, and not when I was in Chicago.
Someone called the cops. I don't want to get anybody in trouble here at my building, but I guess it wouldn't be trouble because the cops already showed up. But they had an older man staying with them in one of the apartments, and at some point he started like sort of rambling, and clearly I think he had some sort of mental health issue that maybe only needed to get addressed that morning. But he was being really loud, slamming doors, just sort of talking to himself. And actually, someone in the other building called the cops on us. And so the cops showed up, and they had a stretcher, and very nicely they took him in the stretcher, and he was like trying to make small talk with them as they were putting him away.
And then they emptied the clip on him.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully he got the help he needed.
In hell.
I like it.
Hey, dude.
That's how we can end every question.
I do the sound bit of bad boys because I don't want to get sued by anybody.
Right.
Decrypting new question.
Decrypting new question. And that new question is, if cops are pigs, what animal are the California Highway Patrol? That's at Lasagna Has Layers. What animal are the California Highway Patrol? The chips, if you will.
Well, according to the band Circle One, CHP are also pigs.
Okay, well, my grandfather was CHP, so I'm going to go ahead and step in there. Yeah, we've all had some bad dealings with CHP. If you haven't, I don't know what you're doing. You're sitting at home all the time, but they gotta drive the highway, the sweltering California sun, and
Having a hard time hearing you.
Oh, maybe it wasn't my Wi-Fi. That was that was busted.
Anyway, you were saying that your grandfather, you think that the CHP if it goes mad in the California heat?
Yeah, man, it's a hard job to do. I mean, you're pretty much only interacting with, I don't know, people who can't drive. Or some poor kid who's like, oh, I'm sorry, I went 90. I was listening to loud music. I got excited.
I was listening to the new Motley Crue album.
I was listening to Motley Crue. But, no, they're cool. I'd say CHP are Mustang fast. A little dumb sometimes, but...
According to the band Circle One, there's a line in the song that goes,
James. What are you making, popcorn?
Oh, you heard that?
Yeah, pretty much everyone heard it.
Okay, next question.
So it wasn't the Wi-Fi. It might have been the microwave. Dude, that's crazy. You know, microwaves will really mess that shit up.
Dude, I know they ruined my balls though.
Yeah.
Unzipping new question.
Hey, we've got another one here. At Charles de Gallstone wants to know, I want a name for a dating app for cops.
Oh.
Pinder.
Okay, we got one.
Pinder? No.
Come up with a new one. You know, like,
Animal Farm?
I like Animal Farm.
Animal Farm, dude. Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. I like Beat or The Beat.
The Beat.
The beat. The stick.
Nightstick.
Nightstick. Ooh, there you go. That one's got something to it. Club Baton. Actually, that's better for like a bar for cops.
Yeah.
Club Baton. Yeah. A dating app. Club Baton. Yeah.
Ooh, body cam. Body cam is Instagram for cops.
Ooh,
Body cam.
body cam. I like it. Yeah.
That sounds hot.
Trying to think of one involving license plates. Damn. Or license.
Stop resisting.
Resist book. Riot book. Oh man, you got a whole lot. Riot shield. I feel like you could do something with that.
Well, that's virus protection.
I was thinking that. Yeah, that's some kind of like malware bites or some shit, but for cops.
Decrypting new question.
Oh, decrypting. This is
Okay, just cut us off.
This is a new one. Hey, I don't control how fast we read these from the server.
Yeah.
This one's sort of related. How many dates until you tell them you're a cop? That's from Learn to Draw Racist Stereotypes. How many dates until you tell them you're a cop?
How do you think we met?
Well, I mean, if she didn't pick me up from the drunk tank, then I don't want to know her.
I guess I don't know. I don't know how cops really meet people. I figure, like we're talking. I mean, like pull someone over, and of course she's gonna play some tricks on you. Yeah, that's just smart.
Police usually date other police officers.
Oh, I see. Yeah, but then both of you are in a dangerous line of work. I guess you're prepared for it, though.
Well,
But
I mean, I know a bunch of cops that are married to each other.
I wonder if they're like from the same like division or whatever. Or
I don't know, but it's a pretty common thing.
Husband and wife cops that are also partners, like on the beat. That sounds like a good sitcom.
that could be some. Well, that sounds like like every detective fucking show ever.
Like Bones.
Bones, yeah.
It was such a shitty show.
Procedurals really do encourage like officers of the law to fall in love with like their partners.
That's so weird.
Wasn't that the plot of Lethal
You're
Weapon?
blanking on every movie you're trying to reference.
He's only had one cup of coffee. Give him a break.
Hey, I'm not even finished with it. I've
I
had
know.
to put it back in the microwave.
But also, I'm blanking too, because you're trying to think of the Mel Gibson one, right?
Yeah, Lethal Weapon.
That's it.
Yeah.
I said Lethal Weapon twice. You cut me off the first time, pal.
Yeah, Tim.
Oops.
No, do soldiers? I mean, do they encourage that? I know that like male and female divisions in the army are relatively new, but like, is that like a big thing that happens? Like soldiers come back and like find
before it used to be dude and dude love.
Yeah, used to be just didn't ask. You just didn't tell.
For sure, you just
It worked,
bang it out.
Yeah, it worked. There was a system, that's all I'm saying.
Exactly. I like to call it the Brokeback Mountain effect.
That's right.
You fall in love with your comrade overseas, and then you explore your sexuality, but then when you get back home, you just pretend like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Exactly.
The way God intended.
No way.
Especially, I mean, it's different if you're a soldier and you're like from California, but if you're from
Yeah.
if you're from like Kentucky, if you're going back to Missouri, then what's gonna happen with that?
Yeah. Well, interesting. Something.
Drawing new question to screen.
Okay, we got another one here.
That's the clearest one yet.
Yeah.
This one is from @Nanny McScoldchild. Best stakeout jams for cops?
Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass this one over to James. What'd you say? Stakeout? What?
Stakeout jams. Like you're on your stakeout, you're sitting there with your cup of coffee for 5 hours. You play like, I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Honestly, if I was a cop, I would have that on. I would have like the 10-hour version on YouTube. Just always play.
Bad Boys!
Just sitting there
Bad
with
Boys 10 hour long.
Yeah, sitting there with my handlebar.
It's not even the whole song, it's just Bad Boys for 10 hours.
10 hours.
What you want, what you gonna do? That's the best part of the song, is when that drum beat kicks in.
And you have to time it so that the song ends right when you hop out of the car to make your arrest.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, you get out and you say, copy that.
And as you're driving back, you just start it again.
Right, naturally. That's the first part of the capital punishment, shall we say.
Do you think SpongeBob would sue us if I played a clip of a song?
No, I don't think anyone cares enough that we exist.
Oh, right, sweet.
Don't see that, Tim. I care.
Well, except for all the people who, write us questions.
That's true.
They care.
All right, next question. We're really butchering these questions.
Offering new question.
Okay, here we go. What if you couldn't choose to be a cop, but everyone was entered into a lottery where winners had to be cops for a year? That's from @SharkStank.
Oh, you wouldn't want me in that position.
Well, that's just it.
Under the law. Buddy.
It would be random, though. I see what they're going for, because it would solve our problem of people with, shall we say, power complexes seeking this role, this position of authority, and suddenly it would be a random selection of grandmothers.
Puny boys.
Yeah, soft boys.
Soft boys, puny boys,
anybody.
pony boys, furry boys. Yeah, all sorts.
And what did you call it, Tim?
A lottery? What?
No.
Grandmothers? Soft boys? Soy boys?
No.
Boys, dude.
The complex that cops have.
Power complex? I don't know. Just people
Yeah.
that need to be in positions of authority.
Oh, yeah.
Authoritarian complex, shall we say?
Also known as people with tiny peepees.
Yeah. But so hold on, because this is a recurring theme on the show now. Cuckolds. What if one gets randomly selected and all of a sudden you've got this cop who just wants people to do crime in front of him, like he enjoys it, He likes being told that he's not a cop and that they can just get away with the crime right in front of him. Like, what if that's the scenario? Is that any way to run a criminal justice system?
I say let it happen.
Oh,
No, they'd put him in front of something useless, like make him like a BART cop or something like that.
Well, they wouldn't. Well, they wouldn't know that he's a cuck until he's already out in the field, and then.
Well, in the day of social media, I think you would find out pretty easily.
I don't know. Wait, James, do you have like all of your hidden sexual preferences on the front of your Facebook? Should I go check it out? Worked at cuckold. It's 2014.
That's on my LinkedIn account.
Oh, okay. You're like wearing a suit and tie.
All my sexual preferences.
I also enjoy watching crime in front of me.
Nope.
Yeah, cuckold cops, soy boy cops, all sorts of things that could go wrong.
Chad cops.
You never know. Yeah, you might get the worst.
See, they'd be partnered.
Huh?
You'd have a Chad cop partnered with a soy boy cop.
Yeah, that would just be Ineffective.
Anything could happen.
Anything could
That
happen.
sounds a Chad cop and a soy boy cop. That sounds like the plot to 21 Jump Street.
I was just thinking that, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, that's exactly what they were going for. So it'd be funny. I mean, from that standpoint.
Yeah,
So, like, we could record them. That'd be good. On this episode of Cops.
exactly.
Soy Boy Bill and Chad.
Soy boy Bill and Chad.
Billy, get your ass over here, Billy. Yeah, there'd be some problems. Is the conclusion.
General consensus, there'd be some problems.
Definite problems.
Exactly.
Decrypting new question.
We've got another question here. Loading it to the server. Should cops do a mandatory stint in prison just so they know what it's like? That's from @Kirsten Dunstcap. Cops doing a mandatory stint in prison just so they know what it's like.
These people's names, I swear. How many? A year?
I guess the question doesn't say, but I'm up for, a year in prison.
Great.
And
A year of your
that's
life just to interview for a job?
No, I do 3 months.
1 year in prison equals 2 years on the force.
2 months, I think.
I got a
Okay.
solid 3 to 5.
2 to 3. I'll meet you halfway. And that, everyone, is politics.
That's how we run shit over here.
That's
in
how we-
Tim's
That's how we
neighborhood.
write that. Cut Bucky.
Cuck cops, throwing cops in prison for like 6 months.
Cut cops.
Cuck cops, what you gonna do?
Dude, can we make this a show? Oh, I'm down to do a skit of
Yes.
Cut Bucky and Soy Boy Bill. What was the question? Oh yeah, 3 3 months.
3
Yeah.
months. Gotta do 3 months or else you can't be a cop. You gotta know what you're getting these guys into.
Sure. Yeah, why not? Although that could go, speaking of like God complexes, they could get out of there and just be like, oh, that is such hell. I'm going to send as many of these fuckers out and throw them in the cell.
I like how
don't know.
I think no one would have a sense of empathy for it. They're just like, nah, I want people to feel my pain.
Yeah, exactly. It might even just do that, So you'd have to have a lot of, you'd have to have like a psychology team working on it to like get before and after. Like you'd have to really test the human results there.
My humans can't be police officers. It's just AI. That's my.
It's just AI, yeah. Cops.
Unzipping new question.
All right. We got this one from @Willem H. DeMacy. If you had a fake siren, would you try to pull over a cop?
Well,
That
here's
would
some
go
fun
horribly.
facts. Because you can't legally nowadays a car that is like an undercover car can't pull anyone over. That's against the law because things have gone horribly wrong because people have tried to impersonate cops and yeah. So I don't think it would really work.
I'm imagining a vicious circle of you try to pull over the cop with your fake siren. They need to pull you over now, so they turn their siren on and try to turn to get behind you. But you keep turning with them, so you're just going in circles.
Donuts, cop donuts, dude.
It all comes full circle.
It all comes full circle. So do I.
But yeah, it's illegal for an undercover car to pull over buddy.
The question isn't, is it legal?
But should you? Hell yeah.
I mean, you could try, but I don't think it would work.
Dude, we're in the apocalypse. If they try to get out and pull you over, you just start coughing on the window.
That's true.
I should not have said that. I should have
You're
said
like,
that.
I have the virus.
Get a little vial and toss it out the window. Resident Evil movie theme plays. We need Jill Valentine now more than ever.
We do.
And we're gonna get her in about 1 week and a half, I think.
Oh yeah.
When is April 3rd?
1 week and a half, I think.
All right, that's
Well, there you go.
yeah, that's when Resident Evil 3 comes out. The remake.
Resident Evil.
I can't wait.
I need it.
Yeah. So if there's no podcast a week and a half from now, you'll know why.
It's not because we're dead, you guys. Just playing
It's
video
because-
games.
This is I have Red Dead Redemption 2 right now, but yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's
Is
good,
it on
but
disc? Can I have it?
why?
I like to play cowboy games.
All right, I got you.
Yes. All right, well, this isn't a video game podcast, so I'm going to be cutting it short here. This was a diet episode, 10 questions. So we're just going to pull the plug on this one. It was so great to have you guys, my experts, to answer everyone's cop questions.
Really, that's it?
I haven't even finished editing the last one.
Tim, you've had so much downtime.
I've been playing Animal Crossing.
Fair enough. I've been playing Doom. It's video game season, man. We're all doing nothing.
Dude, why are your guys' video games out and mine isn't?
Oh, little Jamesy Poo. Soon enough, it shall be in your hands.
I know, dude, I can't wait. I'm so glad I digitally bought it.
Yo.
Because if I pre-ordered it from GameStop...
That would have been tricky, yeah.
I'd be like, well, I shot myself in the foot on this one, boys.
Yeah, I was afraid that Doom wasn't going to come. I ordered it, physical copy. And another thing is also on PS4 right now, Shadow of the Colossus is free, and I'm down.
Mm.
Yeah.
How do I check the calendar on Google, Tim?
Calendar on Google?
Yeah, Google Calendar.
You go to your
Go to
Gmail.
calendar.google.com?
No. On your phone.
Oh, probably still has the calendar app. You just find the little button for apps in the bottom center of the screen,
Yes.
and then you should see a alphabetical order. CAL.
I found it. Okay, so Friday, April 3rd. That is almost 2 weeks from now. Almost. I'm ready, Tim. My body is ready.
Well, I'm gonna break our connection to the server, so you just listened to Mr. Tim's Neighborhood. Credit where credit is due. Most additional audio is from freesound.org with links in the description. Mr. Tim's Neighborhood is a comedy podcast you can find on iTunes, Spotify, and MrTim.com. That's MrTimpod.com. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.
Hell yeah,
Just took a
brother.
That's how we like to end it.
Like a gnarly shit.
Yeah. We
You guys need to stop recording in your bathrooms.
I know. It's so
I
tempting.
gotta see my doctor.
I muted my mic at one point and took a piss. Straight up. It's very convenient, actually, I have to say.
Goodbye, everybody.
All right, later, you guys. Always fun.